Not gonna lie, I just bit my lip and it kinda hurts right now. But hey, let's get to this. Hey everyone, Lazy Panda here. So a long time ago I made a story time about a dance I went to. Not my 5th grade one, my 6th grade one. In that story I spoke about a girl named Rose. So this is kind of the sequel to that story time. But overall it's the completion of the story. A good amount of time has passed in between certain events and this happened a few years ago, so I may not get all of it correct, but here's me trying. Also, if you want more of these, there will be a playlist of these story times. Anyways, let's dive on in. So this story time takes place almost 4 years ago. I was the new kid at my school and I didn't have too many friends. A month into my new school there was a new girl coming soon and we heard her name was Rose. I was excited personally because I wouldn't be the only new kid and I didn't want her to feel alone at this school. So my thought was to be her friend and help her out. I had a friend who helped me around the building so I thought I could do the same for her. Later that week our teacher told us that we are expecting a new student today and people were excited. We were waiting and then she stepped through the door. My first thought was, she is tall. It wasn't a rude comment, it was just something I took note of. So as we head to other classes, my friend and I greet ourselves and say something like, hey, my name is Panda, I'm kind of new myself and if you need help with anything, let me know. And she said, oh, okay. She was caught off guard by our gesture, which isn't shocking because she's new. I just didn't want her to feel like it was a war zone. After our lunch period, I figured out that her and I had the same computer class. And I was thinking, oh, alright, she and I had the same class. I took a look or two and it's not because of what you think, it's because of her nails. They were done and I just don't like long fake nails. If it's short then that's fine, but if they're long I just can't work with that. Imagine trying to open things without hitting your nail and breaking it off. Oof. Anyways, after a few days of her being at my school, she started to find her group at school and hang with them. One day after school I found her socials and I was like, sure, I'll follow her. Then her Snapchat came up. Yeah, this was back when Snapchat was the thing. Her and I spoke every now and then, but not too often because she was always busy. I will be skipping the events of the dance because I already did a story on it. If interested, it'll be in the top right corner. But to sum it up, I said to Rose, I like you, and she asked me, what do we know? I didn't get to answer because she did it through her friend's phone. So fast forward to the next week of school. Her and I are looking at each other in this awkward thing. I don't know how to explain it. It was just weird. Every time we crossed paths and such. Then came last period. We had engineering and I didn't understand anything about this class. I didn't do well in it. But the class ends and I call her as I'm catching up to her. Hey Rose, wait. Then I'm talking to her and she says, so, what do we know? And I say, we can be boyfriend and girlfriend. Man, I was so smooth. Oh my god. But she smiles and says, sure, let's try it. Then as we left the hall, she says, I had to go to detention. I'll see you tomorrow. What? Which was already a sign, I guess. So over the week, her and I would message each other and one day tried to have a lunch date. Yes. A lunch date. So we try that and a friend of hers joins us. We were already awkward, so for her friend to be there made it 2 times worse. We sat there in silence, made little conversations and just ate. We were the only ones at this table too. She was getting more popular at school too, so she was busy and such. Her and I would also FaceTime on Snapchat and do filters to look nicer. She would show me some makeup tools and what the names were. Let's just say I knew nothing when it came to it and I still don't. Well, I know a little bit. One day I went to message her on Snapchat and I saw a message under my text saying, your message is pending until Rose adds you back. What? So next day I asked her, did you unadd me? And she says, no, I blocked you because of my dad. And I responded saying, oh, I see. Well, whenever you can unblock me, let me know. And she nodded. So over a month or two, I see her through the halls, through the classes, and sometimes the cafeteria. Still not unblocked. In that time I became friends with someone who's also friends with Rose, and I asked her if she could remind Rose to unblock me and she said sure. Then 4 to 6 weeks later she unblocked me and I went at it. I was like, oh that's great, you finally got to unblock me. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Text me when possible. I went to sleep, woke up, blocked again. What is going on with this girl? I'm trying to figure it out while I was dumbfounded. Then Rose's friend messaged me, the same one who sat with us at the lunch date, saying she's dating around 4 to 5 other guys. What? I didn't know what to do and I was angry. So I was petty and decided to post my Snapchat story about it. Let's just say the next day was karma for it. People kept looking at me and just gave me a stare. I eventually got to lunchtime and I sat at my table with my friends. I heard my friend say to me, yo, Rose is walking to you. And she was. She walks a good amount and while leaving 7 feet between us, she says, next time tell me that you're going to do that, you blank. The word started with a C if you're trying to figure out what she said. I was lost in confusion because she blocked me and I couldn't do anything about it. A month later I started writing music. Yes, music, and I didn't finish it, so I put it in the slot that goes on our desk as we left. Coincidentally, Rose sat in the same seat as I did and she read it. After our last period, she told me she read the lyrics and felt guilty and wanted to try again. Now please don't do what I did, but I said yes. God, I just had to say yes. But nothing even happened. All I got was a note 2 weeks later of her saying basically that I'm a nice guy and all, but it just wasn't working. But it's fair. I thought the same. Now this is a big jump, but we go to my next year, being 7th grade. I just broke up with another girl I was with, and I was tired of all this bad blood happening. So I went to Rose's Instagram and said, hey, I hope you're doing well. Congratulations on you and your boyfriend. I hope you guys go far and do well. I didn't know if she still hated me or found me nice. But she answered an hour later saying, hey Panda, thank you so much for saying that. It means a lot. I hope you're doing well yourself. Her and I had a whole conversation reminiscing about what happened, and basically to sum it up, we said we were dumb 6th graders, and to this day her and I are on good terms. I haven't spoken to her since 7th grade, but she hasn't come at my throat or vice versa. So I like to think we're good. Moral of the story, if something seems like it's not working, don't force it to work. You won't always get the best ending. I just got lucky. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I will see you guys next time. Good night and goodbye. Hey, I think you're pretty. Let's date. Let's do it. You're pretty. Wow, you're such a smooth talker. God, I hate my 6th grade so much.